Heute wird die Geschichte neu geschrieben im WWE 2K25 Showcase. Heute spielen wir das Match der Headshrinkers gegen die Steiner Brothers bei WrestleMania 9 1993 wieder. Allerdings ein paar Monate vor dem letzten Match. Und damit heiße ich euch herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge WWE 2K25 Showcase. Und heute, wie gesagt, das erste Mal, wo wir, soweit ich weiß, wenn ich das hier richtig lese, die Geschichte umschreiben werden. Kannst du den Verlauf der Geschichte ändern und die Headshrinkers zu einem WrestleMania-Sieg gegen die Steiner Brothers führen? Los geht's.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks. and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
Keine Sorge, Leute, der oberste Gaming-Experte des WWE-Universums wird
One
das
of the
natürlich
toughest
gerade
teams in
rücken.
WWE history. Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys. You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path. Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
So Leute, was mir aufgefallen ist, in den Aufnahmen hört man die Musik gerade, das ist vom Spiel so, also die Entrance-Musik. Ist ja schade, kann ich aber leider nicht ändern. Das Spiel habe ich auch ein bisschen lauter gemacht, weil es beim letzten Mal wirklich sehr leise war. Jetzt habe ich nur die Sorge, dass es jetzt hier zu laut ist. Das ist echt beschissen abgemischt. Ja, Scott Steiner sieht hier sehr anders aus, als wie man ihn später kennt. Mit seiner Kettenhaube.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania. Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
So. Schauen wir mal, wie es wird.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Nicht so schnell. Wollte schon Scott Steiner einmischen? Eintaggen.
Both teams are off to an amazing start so far. You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE.
Zeitlimitaufgaben machen wir ein bisschen Angst.
With a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight. Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners. And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities.
Geht das hier? Nee, das geht nicht. Ach, scheiße. Ja, sorry Leute. Nach dem Match gucke ich nochmal. Das ist wirklich sau laut, das Schaltpublikum. Wenn du Fatu erst mit Rick Steiner ist okay, Fatu rein. Die Leute, die Ahnung haben, wissen, dass das der damalige Rikishi ist.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the
Scott
tag
Steiner
was
schon
made, and
damals im
Scott
Tier.
not aware. Big kick. Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
Und jetzt sind wir schon
And
wieder
this is what the
Samu.
head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Running Power Slam.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know
Oh,
they
wow.
have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania. Oh, man.
Machen wir mal Signature. Oh nein, wer kommt
Nice
das?
takedown.
Oh, Scheiße.
Stacked him
Roller.
up.
And now a pin of their own.
Über den nichts.
Not even a
Soll
good
schon nicht
count
werden.
there.
Looks like it's going to take much more
Nein,
here.
nein, nein. Jetzt machen wir unseren Signature.
Brought down with a
Sehr schön.
Headed to the top rope.
From the top.
Oh, fuck.
diving headbutt.
Das hat gezählt?
Someone get the spatula. We have a
Okay.
human being to scrape up.
Standing drop kick.
Great up.
So krasse Moves, muss ich sagen.
Before this match began, you
Erwartet
heard the
man nicht,
Steiner
ne?
speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to
Also,
tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
Alles klar.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Oh, man.
Samu is really just
Probier was.
Here's the tag.
Das war's doch schon für die
On the
Steiner.
horizon here, they have their opponent driven down face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
there's two. And the head
Oh,
shrinkers
das war's.
get the win.
Sehr gut. Ich wollte es ehrlich gesagt schnell hinter mich bringen, weil das Spiel viel zu laut ist. Das würde ich jetzt schon ändern.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Sehr schön, auch alles freigeschaltet. So, jetzt gehe ich noch mal kurz ins Menü. So, kann ich direkt mal das Hauptmenü auch zeigen. Ja, hier haben wir dann die Audiolautstärke und die Umgebung muss viel leiser. Ich hoffe, dass das Ding ist schwer rauszufinden, was davon jetzt die Cutscenes beeinflusst. Ich schätze mal Kommentar. Die Umgebung mache ich auf 15. Also wirklich, das ist ja schlimm. So. Ich hoffe, jetzt ist es besser. So, sorry Leute, aber weiter geht's jetzt. Und zwar mit Rocky Maivia gegen Hunter Hearst Helmsley oder auch The Rock gegen Triple H. An einer ganz normalen Raw-Ausgabe. Thursday, Raw Thursday im Jahr 1997. Rocky Maivia könnte deine glorreiche Zukunft starten, wenn du ihm hilfst, Triple H zu besiegen und sich die Intercontinental Championship zu holen. Versuchen wir es.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since: tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
Machen wir Paul. Der jetzt schon wieder ein bisschen leiser war. Ich checke es nicht. Ich lasse es jetzt so. Es ist mir zu blöd.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
So, Rocky
The
Maivia.
following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the
Damals noch nicht der
WWE
arrogante Heel.
Intercontinental
Im Gegenteil.
Championship.
Er war gehasst, weil er so einen
Making his way to the
ja,
ring is the
Nice Guy
challenger
Charakter hatte.
from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
Ah. Stand gerade Raw's War? So hieß es damals auch gar nicht, oder? Ah ja.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246
Also ich muss sagen, man erkennt sehr stark, dass es ein ganz normales Triple H Model ist, ohne Bart. Also der sieht ja aus wie 40. Mindestens.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk,
Weiß ich
stepping
ja
in
nicht.
here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well,
Das
you
ist
can
nicht so.
consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
So.
Undoubtedly the top title in this company.
Naja, eigentlich nicht. Aber okay. So, dann lanen wir mal den Smackdown, Hunter.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another.
Oder auch
The
nicht.
challenger, Rocky Maivia,
greift zuerst
and our
an.
current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a
Ja,
higher
durch Triple
class
H
of in-ring
Fäuste
competitor.
Wirbelmäßig.
This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Okay.
Well, that attitude is
Außerhalb des
exactly
Rings.
why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be
Ja,
a
gut.
developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like
Oh,
Helmsley
meine
can take a young
Frau den
Oh,
Submission.
no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. And somebody get in there to stop this.
Damit
There's no
verstehe ich
damn
das irgendwie
reason
noch
to
nicht.
put a hold
Ach
on
doch.
out here.
Okay.
Wait, look at this. And a great
Oh, ich habe ein
counter
Zeitlimit.
to the
Alter, was ist das für eine
submission.
Scheiße? Hör mal auf.
Rocky beats him to the punch. And here we go, returning to
Der
the
wird
ring.
ausgezittert.
And this one might be headed ringside.
Drop kick hits
So,
the mark.
und nochmal. Was? Das war doch... Ah nein, ich Idiot.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here
Das ist die
in
schwere
Lowell,
Kombo.
Massachusetts.
Nee, hä?
We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship.
Ach, so eine Scheiße. Gut, dann machen wir das direkt nochmal. Ich möchte natürlich alle Ziele in
The
diesem
Intercontinental
Play machen.
Championship is on the line here between two
Das
superstars.
ist eine schwere Kombo. Hä? Ja, habe ich doch gemacht.
Who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion,
Das war
Hunter Hearst. Cobra clutch.
Interessantes Submission.
Torturing their opponent. This might just do it. This might just end it all.
There is in trouble here.
Das
A
ist ein
couple of
interessantes
elbows
System.
to the jaw, and
Submission
that'll
System.
break things up. Thursday Raw, Thursday, getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Number one contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Great ring awareness saved him.
Aber
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. he's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
Der
We're
konnte
seeing
nicht
one
alles.
response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Okay, ich dachte, ich kann es nicht rausspringen.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage.
Der
But needs to
konnte
remember to get
alles.
Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
Ey,
We know
Alter.
Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Helmsley had that well scouted.
Ich raste gleich aus. Dann kann ich direkt nochmal starten. Ich raff's nicht.
The
Warum kommt
Intercontinental
der auf einmal alles?
Championship is
Vorher
on
war
the
die
line
wirklich
here
übelst
between
easy.
two superstars
Ich
who
mach das
don't
jetzt
have
zuerst hier
anything
draus.
nice to
Mir
say
geht's auf den
about
Sack,
one
wenn ich das
another. The
draußen
challenger,
machen muss.
Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just...
Machen wir das noch schnell. So. Alle guten Dinge sind drei. Jetzt muss ich
Cobra
gucken.
clutch, torturing their opponent. This is locked in deep.
Look at the agony.
Ich weiß
In
gar nicht,
trouble
ob ich das
here?
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things
So.
up.
Ja, warum versuche ich das überhaupt? Das läuft ja schon. Ey,
Here we go.
wehe, das
Time to
Zeitlimit läuft
work
jetzt
out some
weiter.
aggression.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
Komm, Hammer.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Oh,
The champ needs to put
Alter.
this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense.
Jetzt ein Top
No
Rope
time for
da.
graceful
Nochmal.
bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat
Guck mal,
Rocky
da.
down.
Danke.
From the top.
Double axe handle. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Gucken wir mal sein Signature aus. Ich weiß nicht, ob schon der Spinebuster ist. Nein, was ist mit dem jetzt?
Down around into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Rope break, so the pin's
Ich wollte eigentlich
called
kurz
off.
gucken, was es für ein Move ist. Aber, Running Crossbody, okay.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your
Warte mal, ist schon der Rock Bottom eigentlich der Finisher? Shoulder Break.
elbow.
Stimmt.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's tried to say,
Oh,
hey,
aber
young
das war
fella,
krass.
we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5",
Da kann ich gar nichts gegen machen.
270-pound stud, just has to
Ich
keep
kann
his
gar
cool.
nicht kontern.
Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our Intercontinental Champion.
Oh,
Looking good
scheiße.
in this
Eigentlich kann man
position.
sich ja hier rausfinden.
Down in a hurry.
So, ist gerade
And
alles.
Helmsley just showing his
Ganz
huge
mystisch.
edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental Champion we've
Das ist
had.
blöd.
Cerebral
Wunderbar.
eye. I like that description
Alter.
for Helmsley.
Axe handle
Alter.
from the middle rope.
Ich bin. Der geht mir gerade echt auf den Sack.
Attacking the
muss ich
knee.
sagen.
Rocky isn't being given any room to recover.
This pristine offense from Helmsley has Rocky Maivia
Ich kann nichts
scrambling.
kontern.
Ah, shin breaker. And into the pin. Title on the line.
Oh,
Kick out and one for the challenger.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Endlich du.
Oh, counters right back on Hunter.
Maivia finally
So, ab
finding
in
an
die Ecke.
answer to that.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize?
Muss jetzt aus dem Pin rauskommen.
This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. The official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky
wait a
rolled through.
second.
Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
So, da haben wir es doch schon geschafft. Ging doch nicht mehr so lang. Ja, ich hoffe, der Sound, dass ich das irgendwie noch geregelt bekomme. Aber auf jeden Fall war es erstmal für diese Folge. 2 Matches wieder geschafft. Und wenn ihr wissen wollt, welches Match beim nächsten Mal kommt, dann schaltet einfach wieder ein, wenn es heißt WWE 2K25 Showcase. Ciao.